Okay, let's look, this is for the teachers now, using the Visnos clock. This is the URL for the Visnos clock, so go there. I always give students 4 or 5 example clocks, put them into teams and then begin again. In a small class, individual students can compete against each other. You can have students raise hands to answer, don't shout out your answer, or use a buzzer or bell if you have them in your classroom. Enjoy! That's the main thing. That's one of the benefits of this clock. It's great fun. Okay, so here is the Visnos clock. The first thing you have to do is get rid of this number, which is in green numerals on a black background, which tells you the time that you can see on the clock. So you don't want your students to know that. So you go to the off switch here and you switch it off and you can see it disappears. So I'm going to give you 5 examples, and the easy way to play this game is just to roll the dice. So you'll get random numbers. Depending on how much time you have in your class, you might want to do 10 clocks, you might want to do 20 clocks. It really is up to you. The more practice, the merrier. I will give you 5 example clocks. Let's roll the dice. Okay, so remember we have to go, if this small hand hasn't reached a 10, we have to start with a number before, so that's 9. We count in our minute hands 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 40, 45, there you go. And we know it's not 46 because the second hand hasn't reached the top of the hour, the 12. So that's 9:45. Okay, it might take students a little while to get used to that, but that's part of the fun. Okay, let's go again. Okay, that's 3. You can see that the small hand hasn't reached a 4. That's 37. So the minute hand is between the 7 and the 8. They have to look at the second hand and see it hasn't reached the top. So it's 3:37. Have to be on your toes with this in the classroom. You have to be really on the ball in order to be able to get it yourself. Now, obviously, you don't really want students counting out aloud. So you may want to clarify with them that at the beginning of your game. And then you may give them, for example, time restrictions. They might have to answer within 5 seconds if they raise their hand. That's quite a good idea. Otherwise, they'll dilly and dally, or they'll raise their hand without knowing the answer and then waffle. Okay, what's the time? It's 5:38. There's a good one, 5:38. It's just past the hour mark with the second hand, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 8. 5:38. Okay, let's have a look at another one. 3:18. Okay, that's a tricky one. You can see it's almost at 19, but this hasn't reached the 12 yet. Yeah. Okay, last one. 8:38. Again, the minute hand hasn't reached the 9 yet. The second hand hasn't reached the 12. What I usually try to do is have at least one clock where the minute hand is between the 12 and 10, so that they have to do an O example. Let's see if we can get one now. There's perfect. Great timing. So there we have 1204. Okay, hasn't quite reached the 5, and we can see the second hand here coming up. So that's it really. It's a nice and easy game to play. It's great fun. I hope you enjoy it.